Greetings, automotive enthusiasts. Today we have for you a 1990 Saab 900 turbo convertible. Yes, it does have 3 pedals, 5-speed manual transmission. We'll kind of do a little quick walk around with the top up, and then we'll drop the top and go into the detailed overview. This car's got a little over 100,000 miles on it. It's no accidents or damage on Carfax, and it's just a really good driver quality car. It's got some little cosmetic issues and stuff that we'll get into and show you. So kind of doing a little walk around here. You can see the classic combination red with a tan top, and let me go ahead and show you the top here. Top's in great shape. I'm sure it's been replaced because it looks fairly new. Good condition, a couple little stains on it or whatever. And when I was actually putting the top up and down for the video, this little piece of trim fell off. It goes right along the top here. It's kind of just a cosmetic piece of trim. So we'll get that put back on there. I didn't have time to put it on before the video, but you can see the top is really nice, heated back glass, and in really good condition. So there is the top, and then I'll go ahead and show you the top operation. We'll drop the top and then show you the rest of the car. Such a cool looking car with the top down. Go ahead and give you another little 360, top down. Just a great cruiser. Seats 4 adults comfortably. Hardly any wind buffeting. It's just a lot of fun. I like the little overview here. Cool with that key in the floor and that shifter on the floor. A lot of cool, weird Saab quirks on this one. But check it out here. These cars are definitely, you don't see them much on the road anymore, and they definitely have gone up in value. There was a car exactly this spec, 87, it was an 87 first year, 900 turbo convertible, sold on Bring a Trailer recently, and it brought like $135,000 or something crazy. That's quite the anomaly, but that being said, these are getting harder to find and are going up in value. So let's go ahead and dive in here. Oops. Drop my phone. All right. Little molding there. We got a little piece of molding missing, and those are replaceable. And on the spoiler, got a couple little deal there. I think that's 2 pieces right there. It's normal. The right fog light has a crack in it. You can just replace those lenses. And if you look here, the paint and the clear coat has faded on top of the bumper. The bumper is actually in really good shape, but we do have some fading and some clear coat issues on the bumper. A little bitty scuff on the corner right there. But all in all, with the mileage and age, not terribly bad. And then the grille does have some pits and some peeling. And then I did notice when I had the hood open, the top tabs are broke, but it stays in, and it's not really going anywhere. But headlights are in good shape. The glass is really nice. They look a little bit cloudy for some reason on the inside, but in good shape. Markers are in good shape as well. And then the hood is really nice. The crest is the color is missing on the crest. The hood is really nice. We got a little light scratch right there. A couple little scratches and little scuffs on it. Looking at the whole car, and we'll go over the car, I'm gonna say that this hood has probably been painted, because there are some other, like some fading, some clear coat issues here, like you can see on the door, and then on the cowl right here, you can see how that's faded. And so I'm guessing that somebody has had the hood repainted, probably due to fading, and it's such a large panel. But that looks like the only paint that I've seen on the car. And you know, that's what you really see, so it makes it look a lot better. Down the side, the ones here, it looks good. One little ding there behind that marker light. Wheels are in good condition. Tires are really nice. I checked all 4 tires. I couldn't find a date code on them, but they're Hankook Optimo, and they're really soft and deep tread, no condition, so they're maybe a couple years old at the most. Looking down the right side. And you can kind of see underneath there. Looks nice underneath. Looking down the door, don't see any issues with the door other than that clear coat. Oxidizing a little bit. The mirror's got a little mark on it, but it's in good shape otherwise. Big old convex windshield here. And it is in really nice shape, actually. Probably been changed would be my guess because it's really clean. And then here's probably really the only body issue on the car. Got a little bubble right here. So the good thing is with these moldings right here, you could actually section that little piece in if you wanted to take care of that. You know, it's kind of nice. It gives you lots of brake lines that you could do that, or you could just drive it like it is and monitor it and make sure it doesn't get any worse. And then a little bit of clear coat. You can see right here, a little clear coat failure on top of the quarter panel. Here is the rear wheel. Really nice shape. And it's in lots of tread depth. Bumpers are in good condition. And you can see a little bit of dullness around here. When they buffed the car, you know, it didn't kind of get in there. The car buffed out really nice, but you know, it did have some dull spots in it. Here's our little trim piece. I better put that in the car before I forget and drive off with it. All right, do it right now. Coming around the back side, the Saab badge is faded. You know, should be some black around there, just like the 900 Turbo badge. A little scratch right there on the deck lid. There's, like I said, there's lots of small, minor cosmetic imperfections. This is a nice driver car. Taillight is in good condition. Gary Blake Saab. A lot of Saabs on the Northeast. And actually, Northeast, you know, they have a lot of, you know, this car came here to Kansas and lived a long time here in Kansas, which kind of saved this car. It was a really interesting guy that had it. Here we got some clear coat failure there, some clear coat failure there. Little imperfection in the paint there. But this car actually was bought locally. It's an eccentric guy. He had a bunch of airplane stuff. He had an Avante, actually a 63 Studebaker Avante, and I actually tried to buy it too, but it brought quite a bit of money. And there was actually two Saab red convertibles there. One of them was just really just a parts car. I bought this one here. Looks like there was a sticker here at some point in time and left its trace there. But yeah, basically we just fired this thing up and drove it away from the auction. Really haven't had to do much to the car. It's a really mechanically excellent running and driving car. Just got some cosmetics on the paint. So honestly, this car is nice enough. You know, a person could really just give this car a fresh coat of paint, take care of that little bubble on the quarter, and have a really nice car. Here is the right rear wheel and the tire. Show you underneath. I don't know what that bubble is all about because there's really no rust under here. It's a nice solid car. See, it's clean underneath. All right. Again, a little clear coat failure right there. And a couple little scratches in the paint right there. Clear coat failure on the front of that door. And that cowl wraparound. And you see how nice the hood is. So it's definitely been repainted. Probably just due to that clear coat failure. And the door is nice. Mud flap has a little hickey out of it. There's the right mirror, a little scuff on the edge. And here is the right front wheel. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and pop the hood, which this is definitely a unique situation on this car. Check it out. All right, I've got the hood open here. And check out this reverse opening hood. One little tidbit, the hoods of these cars. I used to salvage out a bunch of 900 Saabs. These make the absolute best snow sleds in the world. Because imagine this thing upside down, right? That front leading edge down there is forward, flip it over, and you have side berms. So, and then the handle is what you hold on to and you hook your rope to. So you can sit right down the middle, one person, or you can even sit two people and straddle it. And let me tell you what, we've had some fun times with snow, four-wheelers in the snow with a Saab hood. Problem is now that you can't find these hoods anymore. Even, I think I probably got rid of all my bad ones, and I wish I could find a couple of bad ones to keep around for sleds. Fun little tidbit. All right, here is the VIN tag. Here's all the stickers. All right, underneath here looks pretty good. Now, very interesting design. The engine sits in backwards in these cars. So here's all your accessories. There's your AC compressor and all your pulleys and everything, which means the clutch is over here. And what's interesting about this is the engine sits on top of the transmission. The transmission is actually the engine's oil pan. And so the clutch is right here behind the flywheel, and then it's driven, there's a shaft that goes through the center of the clutch, and it's on a sprocket, which a chain drives the transmission. And so literally you can change a clutch in this car. A turbo might take you about an hour, maybe hour and a half because of all the extra piping. A non-turbo Saab, you can change a clutch in about 30 minutes. So that is like one of the unique quirks. And there's your turbo sitting right there. So check this out here, 2 liter, 175 horsepower, 195 foot-pounds of torque. And I mean, they run really good, really strong. The torque comes on really low RPM, very usable, very drivable car. Very clean in there. Old electronic ignition, injection. All right. So let's go ahead and pop the trunk and I'll show you that, and then we'll show you the interior. Now I'll show you here on the trunk. For some reason, it's a little bit tricky. You gotta turn the key and hit the latch at the same time. I'm not sure why it's acting kind of funny there, but nonetheless, that's what it's doing. But opens with the key there. So the good thing is, I mean, it's always locked. So that's the most important thing. There's our spare tire, looks original. And then the jack and tire tools are in here underneath. And you still got a nice, big, pretty good sized trunk for a convertible. A lot of space. Go ahead and jump in the car now. And here we go. Give you kind of a bird's eye view. There's our door panel in really good shape. Here is our driver's seat. Really good shape. Most of the leather is really tore up on these. We just got a little bit of cracking and color wear right there, but pretty darn good. Threshold is right there. Here is the VIN tag. Looks like some kind of, I think something was replaced in '91. And then back here, here you got, we'll go ahead and give you this manual. I thought about keeping it behind a handy, but anyway, I'll let the manual go with the car. And then here's our owner's manual, all the books and everything. And of course our little top trim piece. But look here, leather is really nice. Back seat's nice. And then, like I said, there's actually room to sit in these cars. And then here on the carpet, there's the floor mats. I got a little bit of wear in the floor mats. And then on the driver's side, there is a little spot bad on the carpet right there on the driver's side. But otherwise, the carpet's pretty decent. But a nice new set of mats and just roll with it. That's what I would do. Here's all of our switches. A lot of the colors wore off a little bit. There's the roof switch right there, little cubby hole compartment. Slide in here. Now we got a Sony aftermarket head unit. Go ahead and fire that up for you. All the climate control works. Hey, little ZZ top. We got a little carpeted dash pad on top here because yes, the dash does have cracks in it. Very common on these cars. But you put the little carpeted pad up here and there is, oh hey, check it out. There's a crest right there. Radio face. All right. Got the Saab steering wheel. There's our 5-speed shifter, a little color wear on the boot. Show you over here, door panel is nice. Passenger seat is in good condition. Little bit of bolster wear, but obviously not as much. Like I said, that windshield, really nice, visors are nice. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and fire this guy up and take it for a spin. All right, we are in the Saab. I got my kamikaze co-pilot here, Brian, on the camera. So we're gonna go take this thing for a drive. This car absolutely runs perfect. I mean, it's got some of the cosmetic stuff that you see in the overview or whatever. But mechanically, I mean, the turbo, the transmission, the brakes, the suspension is all really, really good. And here's the awesome thing about this is we got the top down right now, Brian. And you got the windows up, and it's like
amazing.
Yeah, it's just like nice and comfortable, isn't it?
This is my first time ever being in one of these cars.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's cool.
This is a really special car.
It's cool, isn't it?
The condition is. It's the first time I've seen it up close.
I know. I remember I bought this from that eccentric guy that had all the airplane stuff.
Yeah.
He had Avante and two Saabs actually.
Beautiful car. I mean, even the back seats, everything is super nice.
Brian, I'd have a Saab in his life.
I know. There's really interesting cars.
They are. You know, what's really cool is I didn't even show you when I had the hood open, but the engine sits in backwards.
Yep.
All the accessories in the back. And then the engine sits on top of the transmission. And so actually the transmission is the engine's oil pan. Really unique setup. One of the upsides of that is the clutch is at the front of the engine, and you can actually change the clutch with everything in the car in literally like 30 minutes on a non-turbo and then about maybe an hour on a turbo because you got that piping and stuff, you know? You got more they run the turbo piping around the front, so just more hoses.
Yeah, and the location of the turbo is really interesting.
It is, right there. So here we go, getting on the on-ramp. The transmission shifts perfect. It's got the traditional rubbery Saab linkage. It's nothing. It isn't no snick, but it does a good job. It does,
like an old 911.
Yeah, it's not an old 911. But man, these things have tons of torque. The turbo spool's right up, and so we're going 60 mile an hour down the road right now. Just talking. No wind. You see what I was telling you about these cars?
This is the perfect weather for a car like this.
Can you believe this is February 1st? We got the top down and we're comfortable.
I can't believe it. No, I really can't.
So, there are some, there's some issues with this car, Cosmetic, and then, so we do have the anti-lock brake on, and then we got the radio works. Nothing too fancy on the radio, but it plays. But really, just the anti-lock brake is kind of the only issue, and the brakes function perfectly without it. You just don't have anti-lock brakes, but the steering, everything else is really good. So it's just a really nice, good, solid driver condition car. And here we are, man. We're just cruising down the road.
It rides. I mean, I'm not driving, obviously, but it rides really nice.
Yeah. No, they ride very, very well. And I've had these. I mean, since I've been in business, I've had so many Saab 900s for 30 years. I've always loved these cars. They're just quirky. Yeah. They're comfortable. They're fun. And the convertible's neat because you can take 4 adults and and comfortably you just tool around with the top down. And you see what it's like right now, it's just comfortable.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. So so everything's, like I said, just the one little ABS problem, and that's it. The heater, climate control, all works. Everything works good there. And so just a real nice driver car. Fly in and drive it home if you like. So, well, hey, I hope you enjoyed the overview, and appreciate you riding along. Like and subscribe, hit that notifications button, because you never know when you might have your next dream car. Have a great day, and
See you later.
oh man, he blew it.
I got him.
He knows what it is. He's just messing with me. Happy motoring.
Happy motoring. That's right.
Take care.